1976, all the projects were brought together under an umbrella organization called the Foundation for the promotion of supplementary occupations and related techniques, known in short as Support Foundation. Funds were provided by Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother, and private donors. From the first days of the Support Foundation, the Queen devoted much of her energies to its activities. She was far from being a distant figurehead. Many of the trainees were interviewed by the Queen herself, and they were usually selected from the unemployed and inadequately educated members of large and poor farming families. The training courses aimed to provide all students with a marketable skill that had been handed down through generations of the most able Thai craft people. At the same time, they should give free rein to express their creativity. Her Majesty's interest in all the technical processes taught at the Foundation had helped to raise the standard of Thai handicrafts. From its headquarters in Chitanda Palace, the royal family's Bangkok residence, the Support Foundation oversaw a network of regional centers that covered 59 provinces and 26 training courses, namely needleware, damascene ware or cram, gold and silverware, enamelware, ceramics, mother of pearl inlay, yan lipao basketry, knit bamboo basketry, woodwork and rattanware, cotton rug weaving, hand-woven cloth, jok weaving, silk weaving, to name but a few. The work of the Foundation had achieved its various objectives, such as the augmentation of rural people's incomes, the preservation and promotion of traditional Thai handicrafts, and the change in occupations in rural people in certain areas, such as from opium cultivation or logging. Support also promoted activities for the disabled, which helped enliven their spirit and lessened the government burden. The projects also served to prevent unnecessary migration of rural people and improved their living circumstances, as well as social and spiritual conditions. The smiles and tales of better living conditions of members of support projects were evidence of the Foundation's success. The Foundation moved forward with strength and determination to eliminate scarcity, hunger, and poverty of Thai people under the strong leadership of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother, the chairperson of the Foundation. You can see people from all walks of life waiting along the roads with the pictures of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother. Some of them were pictures accompanied by His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej the Great. Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother, Queen Consort of His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej the Great, was the eldest daughter of His Royal Highness Prince of Chantaburi II and Mom Luang Bukittiyakorn. Born on the 12th of August, which was a Friday, and the color for Friday is blue. She was born at the residence of Field Marshal Chao Phraya Wongsanup Prapat, the father of Mom Luang Bua, in Pathumwan District, Pranakorn Province. At that time, the country had just changed its system of government from absolute monarchy to constitutional democracy. Before then, her father held the position of Assistant Chief of Staff of the Royal Thai Army with the rank of Colonel. At the change of the government on the 24th of June 1932, her father resigned from the military service government appointed him to the post of First Secretary of the Siamese Legation in Washington, D.C., USA. Mom Luang Bua, who was heavily pregnant, remained in Thailand until she gave birth to Mom Rajawong Sirikit, then traveled to join her husband, entrusting the infant to the care of her parents. Mom Rajawong Sirikit had to live apart from her parents from an early age, and at times had to move to the provinces due to political unrest. For example, in 1933, her grandmother, Mom Chao Apson Saman Kitiyakon, took her granddaughter along when accompanying King Prachadipok to Songkhla. At the end of 1934, Mom Chao Nakattamongkon, her father, resigned from the government service and returned to Thailand with his family. Mom Luang Bua, the eldest son, and the youngest daughter, Mom Rajawong Pusapa, who had been born in the United States, and then took back their second son, Mom Rajawong Adunkit and Mom Rajawong Sirikit, from Mom Chao Apson Saman, to live together at their residence at the Krung Kasem Road. Mom Rajawong Sirikit began her kindergarten education at Rajini School, Pak Klong Talat, in 1936. When the Greater East Asia War spread to Thailand, Chulalongkorn province was frequently subjected to air raids, making travel unsafe. In 1940, she transferred to St. Francis Xavier Convent School on Samsen Road for her primary and secondary education, as it was close enough to her home to walk. It was there that she began piano lessons and later aspired to become a renowned pianist. Mom Rajawong Sirikit experienced the hardships of the Second World War along with all Thais. Her father, being a soldier, instilled in his children discipline, endurance, courage, generosity, and self-sacrifice, using wartime circumstances as examples. The war taught all Thais to help one another in adversity, and these experiences nurtured in Mom Rajawong Sirikit compassion for others and a love of order and propriety from childhood. After the war ended, the then Prime Minister appointed her father as ambassador to the United Kingdom, and accordingly he took his family with him in mid-1946. When Mom Rajawong Sirikit had completed her third year of secondary education at St. Francis Xavier Convent School. While in the United Kingdom, Mom Rajawong Sirikit studied piano, English, and French with private tutors. Not long afterwards, in 1947, her father was transferred to serve as ambassador to France and Denmark, before later returning to London as ambassador to the United Kingdom once again. During this time, Mom Rajawong Sirikit diligently pursued her piano studies in preparation for admission to a prestigious Conservatory of Music in Paris. In 1948, while the family resided in Paris, they were honored with the visits of His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej, who frequently traveled to automobile factories in the city, leading to familiarity and mutual affection. When His Majesty met with a car accident in Switzerland and was admitted to hospital, he graciously requested Mom Luang Bua to bring her two daughters, Mom Rajawong Sirikit and Mom Rajawong Pusapa, to visit him regularly until His Majesty's recovery and return to residence. Her Majesty Queen Mother Sirikit requested that Mom Rajawong Sirikit continue her education in Lausanne, enrolling at the boarding school, a distinguished institution for young ladies, offering courses in languages, art, music, literature, and history. A year later, His Majesty graciously commanded that Mom Rajawong Sirikit's father and family come to pay a royal visit. Her Majesty Queen Mother Sangwan then asked for Mourns Rajwong Sirikit's hand, and a private ceremony was performed in 1949. His Majesty used the engagement ring once given by King Mahidol Adunyadet to Queen Mother Sangwan as the betrothal ring. His Majesty further permitted Mourns Rajwong Sirikit to continue her studies until the time to return to Thailand for the royal cremation of His Majesty King Anantamahidol in March 1950. On the 28th of April 1950, the royal marriage ceremony took place at Sapratum Palace with Her Majesty Queen Sawangwatana, the Queen Grandmother, presiding over the pouring of sacred water and benediction. His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej and Mourns Rajwong Sirikit registered their marriage according to law. On that same day, His Majesty conferred upon Mourns Rajwong Sirikit the title Her Majesty Queen Sirikit. On the 5th of May 1950, the coronation ceremony was held, in which His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej assumed the royal title His Majesty the King and elevated Her Majesty Queen Sirikit to the title Her Majesty Queen Sirikit the Queen Consort. On the 5th of June 1950, Their Majesties returned to Switzerland following medical advice that His Majesty required further convalescence. In 1951, Her Majesty Queen Sirikit gave birth to Her Royal Highness Princess Ubonrat Rashakanya in Lausanne, Switzerland. When the princess was 7 months old, the royal family returned to Thailand and took residence in Ampon Satan Residential Hall, Dusit Palace. Subsequently were born His Royal Highness Crown Prince Chulalongkorn, now His Majesty King Chulalongkorn Phra Jayuhua, Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirinthorn, the Princess Royal, as she is known now, and Her Royal Highness Princess Chulapon Valailak, now Her Royal Highness Princess Chulapon Kromapra Srisawangkawat, making 4 royal family children in total. You're now seeing the view of the royal motorcade arriving at the King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital. Medical students, nurses, and staff of King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital are humbly offering welcome to Their Majesties the King and Queen on this significant occasion. You will witness the procession conveying the royal remains of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother, from the hospital to the Grand Palace. The distance of about 10 kilometers, traveling from King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital to Red Cross Society along the route to the Grand Palace. Following the announcement of the Bureau of the Royal Household on the passing of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother, on the 24th of October 2025, Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul has instructed all government offices, state enterprises and educational institutions to lower the national flag to half-mast for 3 days, starting from the 25th of October 2025 onwards. announcement of the Prime Minister's office, issued on the 25th of October, government officials and employees, as well as state enterprise employees, have been told to observe a one-year mourning period starting from 25th of October 2025 onwards. As for the general public, they may consider whether to do so as appropriate. The government also seeks cooperation from entertainment venues to reduce or not to hold entertainment programs as appropriate for 30 days. It does not prohibit the private sector from organizing entertainment activities, but the format of activities may be adjusted for appropriateness to fit the mourning atmosphere, according to Secretary General to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Anutin chaired a special cabinet meeting on the 25th of October when he paid tribute to the memory of Her Majesty the Queen Mother, saying that Her Majesty was a role model for her dedication, loving kindness, compassion, and concerns over the well-being of the Thai people. The Prime Minister also invites all Thais to express their condolences for Her Majesty the Queen Mother, praying that her spirit may rest in heaven and that she may continue to protect the Thai people and bring them happiness under her divine guidance forever. Now using the royal motorcade, conveying the royal remains of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother, from King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital to the Grand Palace. The distance of about 10 kilometers. Having departed from the hospital, it turned left into Henri Dunant Road, then turning right to enter Rama 4 Road, heading towards Samyan intersection. International communities and organizations have expressed condolences to the Thai royal family and the people of Thailand on this passing of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother. The Dutch Embassy honored her service and recalled her friendship with the Dutch royal family. The Embassy of India described her as a beacon of hope and inspiration. The Embassy of Egypt recognized her compassionate service to the underprivileged and preservation of Thai culture. The French Embassy noted she was a great friend of France with knowledge of French culture and language. The European Union, the EU delegation offered deepest condolences to the King, royal family, and people of Thailand. The Embassy of Peru stated she would be remembered for her devotion, support for rural communities, and promotion of Thai culture. The British Embassy and Ambassador expressed sadness and offered condolences to the King and Thai people. ASEAN Center for Sustainable Development Studies and Dialogue, ACSDSD, acknowledged her contributions to rural development and biodiversity conservation. So, following the passing of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother, a number of international organizations and world leaders expressed condolences with messages praising her grace, wisdom, and contributions to Thailand. Thai people are paying their respect to Her Majesty as the convoy, the procession passed along the route to the Grand Palace. Payap University and Suranari University of Technology expressed expressed sadness and honored her legacy, particularly her support for the environment and prosperity of Thailand. A number of business groups offered their condolences and remembrance, and many international groups and individuals also shared messages of sorrow and respect for her life and legacy. President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan has sent a message of condolences to His Majesty King Chulalongkorn Hospital on the passing of his mother, Queen Sirikit. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, and His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Vice President, Deputy Prime Minister and Chairman of the Presidential Court, dispatched similar messages to His Majesty the King of Thailand. You're now watching the live telecast of the procession, bringing the royal remains of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother, to the Grand Palace. We have been listening to the contribution Her Majesty has made, significant contribution that she had made in many respects, in many dimensions, to the betterment of the quality of life of the people, with all the international recognition of her unwavering contribution. Her work, particularly with the Support Foundation, the Foundation for the Promotion of Supplementary Occupation and Related Techniques, to help the underprivileged, the farmers in particular, was based on His Majesty the King's observation that Thailand is a wonderful country where enough rice is grown to feed the nation. This ability to grow food certainly gives Thailand a sense of national security, which we were once unconscious of. Yet we have a poor agrarian sector, which His Majesty said that he was glad to entrust to the Support Foundation. From the Queen's address to the well wishes on her 59th birthday, words are insufficient to describe the bond between the Queen and the Thai people, for it is founded upon care and compassion, which have existed since her marriage to His Majesty. As a young queen, she traveled the land with the king and visited people in all provinces to acquaint herself with her subjects. That first visit was the beginning of a lifelong commitment, which has become like a fabric, woven thread by thread to make a strong piece of cloth. Her concern for her people has inspired numerous projects, many of which had a modest start, relieved the suffering of poor villagers. The Queen's compassion and her originality, her counsel, management skills and grace combined to reawaken the people to the importance of the country's fauna and flora, making possible the healthy coexistence of man and the environment. In her addressed two well-wishers on the occasion of her 59th birthday on the 12th of August 1991, Her Majesty referred to this particularly trying period. I was completely ignorant. Being a queen at 17, it was His Majesty who arduously pointed out to me how to behave and what role to play, how to cultivate trust in our people, how to win their confidence and affection. His Majesty also told me about their sufferings, but he never told me to do anything without first setting himself as an example. That is how I got to be close to my people. For instance, His Majesty would engage in long conversations with his subjects for hours on end. While crouching, he does not like to stand because it is against good Thai custom to stand over an elderly person's head when talking with him. Even in the midday heat, His Majesty would still be crouching. This is the practice I have witnessed since His Majesty's early years on the throne. The closeness and the confidence that developed over the years have encouraged the people to talk openly of their plight to their majesties, who take upon themselves to see to it that the problems were properly attended to. People's sufferings were also the plight of the land, which their majesties regarded as their direct responsibility. Prior to the establishment of the Support Foundation, projects initiated by their majesties were already in existence all over the country. All were aimed at helping poor farmers faced with problems ranging from lacking land of their own to cultivate, to land infertility, floods, drought, and debt. In 1972, their majesties visited the provinces of Ayutthaya and Angkor. Taking residence at Bang Pa-in Summer Palace in Ayutthaya, they made it their routine to visit the people. One day, while passing through Tambon Bang Sadep in Ba Mok district of Ang Thong, it was brought to their majesty's attention that the village people had suffered a poor harvest caused by seasonal inundations that had been taking place over 5 successive years. Men from 3 villages in Bang Sadep deserted their homes to seek employment elsewhere, leaving the women to do such menial work as polishing wood to make incense sticks. Learning of the people's plight, Her Majesty noted that the residents of the province of the district were skillful, as traditionally they did not engage in stick polishing alone, but also in making bricks. She deduced that a lost heritage should be rehabilitated and training provided for the villagers. That lost heritage was the making of tiny court dolls, which were popular in King Rama V's reign. So, one of the court officials received a royal command to establish the project, especially the training of the villagers to make court dolls. And this was immensely successful and brought a lot of income for the villagers. Her Majesty has been persistent in her conservation efforts, with the aim of providing better livelihoods for the people in remote areas over the past many decades, since she became the youngest queen in the world at the age of 17. With her gentle nature and great kindness, the queen gradually took up the tasks as her own responsibilities. She devised ways and means to help farmers and villagers, refining her methods and skills as the years passed. The king and queen spent many months of each year visiting their people in remote areas of the country. The practice carried on without a break from the early years of their reign, brought them in close contact with rural people and their problems. Her Majesty's sincere wish to help them and her ingenuity brought about various projects to improve people's lives, livelihood, and environment. Fine artistic skills and craftsmanship, natural resources, and folk traditions were utilized to help impoverished people earn extra income. The result was the emergence of priceless craft items, known and admired by people from all over the world who recognized these as works of art created by hands that tilled the land. Her Majesty seized every opportunity to emphasize the fact that wherever and whenever praise was showered on those fine crafts, this was the craftsmanship and the expertise of the Thai people in all these provinces. The close and cordial ties between Queen and her people, especially the poor farmers, were incomparable. Linked as they were by fine threads of love and devotion, not only was the Queen held uppermost in the people's minds, but the peasants of Thailand also found their unique place in the heart of their Queen. With such keen concern for the people's livelihood, Her Majesty initiated conservation programs for watershed areas, forests, plants, wildlife, and marine life all over the country. These well-conceived programs for the conservation and protection of our environment and natural resources became models for sustainable development projects planned with concern for the people and their habitat. The whole world was becoming more environmentally aware. In many places, the awakening came too late to offset heavy losses and untold suffering. Elsewhere, conflicts erupted into violence. But in Thailand, the conservation movement had a leader in the person of the Queen, who gently and lovingly guided and advised, and whose far-sightedness saved many of Thailand's natural resources from senseless destruction. Conflicts could thus be averted or cushioned. Her Majesty had been firm and consistent in her efforts to help the people. Initially, she meant to serve the country, carrying out the wishes of the king. Later, as she came into more contact with the people, the poor and destitute, who could be selfless and completely dedicated, she identified with them. His unique relationship had been strengthened and sealed over the years. Both His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej the Great and Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother, identify ways of solving local problems and help the people. They shared the same strong faith and optimism that Thailand and the Thai people could manage and survive in all circumstances. The land is kind and Thai people are good people, ready to work to develop their homeland as a happy home for generations to come. The love and pride for the land were the traits that Her Majesty had always emphasized to her subjects, pointing out how genuine concern and love could save lives and benefited all mankind. All Thais were grateful to her and are determined to respond to her wishes, following in her footsteps in environmental conservation, campaigns and action. The Royal Motorcade Procession is getting close to the Grand Palace. Along the way, the procession humbly welcome by the Thai peoples of all walks of life. Allow me to recap once again the route along with this procession took. Starting from King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital, Thai Red Cross Society, we turn left into Ongritudang Road, then turning right to enter Rama Fall Road, heading towards Samyan intersection, and upon reaching Samyan intersection, we turn right into Payathai Road. Upon reaching Payathai intersection, turning left into Sri Ayutthaya Road. Procession is traveling along the boundary road of the Jitlada Palace. Soon it will proceed past the 2nd Cavalry Division, King's Guard, and Wat Benjama Popit, Dusit Wanaram Rajawaravihan. Then onto the Rajadamnern Road, heading towards the destination. Formerly known as Siam, is a small country in Southeast Asia. In recent times, the country is becoming better known around the world as land of abundance and home to an ancient heritage of cultural and artistic traditions. A land of peace, the country is also a constitutional monarchy. The Thai monarchy has certain salient features that are quite distinct in that the Thai people sincerely have the highest respect for and devotion to their monarch and members of the royal family. Even more remarkable is the intense respect accorded to the king and the queen, and these are their majesties King Bhumibol Adulyadej the Great, Queen Sirikit the Queen Mother, His Majesty King Chulalongkorn Hospital. Queen Sirikit the Queen Mother had been the focus of absolute loyalty and love in the hearts and minds of the Thai subjects since His Majesty's accession to the throne many decades ago. Even in their tender younger years as monarchs, the royal couple performed their regal duties with devotion and the greatest concern for the welfare and benefit of their subjects. Their Majesties made trips to all the regions of the country and in the process learned of the problems faced by the Thai people. You can now see the procession along Rajadamnern Road. Just a moment ago with King Chulalongkorn equestrian statue just in the background. This is the Rajadamnern Avenue. And along the way there's displays of mythical creatures according to the Thai legends being placed along the road. Further behind is the Ananta Samakom Throne Hall. The procession is now past the Ministry of Education. On the right, coming up across the bridge, is the building of the United Nations, Thailand. As I mentioned, Their Majesties made trips to all the regions of the country. The present monarch, His Majesty King Chulalongkorn Hospital, follow closely in the royal footsteps of Their Majesties King Bhumibol Adulyadej the Great and Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother. And they realized and learned of the people's problem, which range from occupation-related obstacles